Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for a great beginner shave video. We're going to talk about how to get started in wet shaving. So you've heard the buzz, you've read the reviews, you're excited, you want to get away from cartridge razors, you want to get away from electric razors, you want to start looking better, feeling better, using better products. We're going to get you started. I picked out today some of the classic products. Like this is like the greatest hits collection over here. If you get on the forums, the chat rooms, the Facebook groups, you're gonna see these brands being thrown around. So I thought, let's go ahead and use them. I chose for our shaving product today, one of the ultimate classics. This is like the Hershey bars in the world of wet shaving products. It's Parasso. It's all the way from Italy. It's been made from the 30s. It is one of the most iconic, classic looking products you're ever gonna see. And it's got that eucalyptus and menthol, really nice, kind of invigorating smell, fresh, clean. And the very first thing we're gonna do is use a pre-shave product. And you're asking yourself, why do I need a pre-shave? Well, pre-shave helps get your whiskers ready to be cut. It's gonna help multiply, amplify, and exemplify your lather from the actual shaving cream or shaving soap to be bigger and fuller. So in order to use this, I'm gonna simply wet my face like I just did, and I'm gonna go in to my pre-shave and I'm gonna scoop a little out with my finger, about like that. Not a scientific process here. Now this is gonna be the only process you are gonna use with your fingers. So their process, we're gonna use a brush. So I am just working this in with my fingers. I'm working around my beard, kind of like almost massaging in lotion. And you're thinking to yourself, that doesn't make any difference. It really does. This is gonna help soften, plus it smells fantastic. So again, Parasso's got a eucalyptus and menthol. Now this is the original formula in the green packaging. Parasso also makes other formulas. They have a sandalwood. They have a sensitive skin in the white packaging. They have a blue one with like buckwheat in it. But I grabbed the classic, the original. It's been a long time since I've used it, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. I also am grabbing a Badger brush here. This is just an inexpensive $30 best Badger brush. This is something that we make from Razor Emporium. But seriously, any good Badger brush is a great place to start. Yes, there's synthetic. Yes, there's boar. I would tell people get started with Badger, and then you can always try other things. It's the tried and true, the classic. This is gonna look weird, but I find the best way to do this, if you wanna do it in a bowl, you totally can. I would recommend learning how to face lather, because it just is one less thing in the equation. And I grabbed the cream instead of the soap because it's a lot easier to kind of do this. I'm literally gonna pretend like I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm gonna put some toothpaste on my brush, but instead I'm putting shaving cream on my shaving brush. But it's the exact same concept. Take that over, and with a wet brush, I can start to kind of distribute this lather and just swirl it around and whip it into shape. Now, some people may say, yeah, that looks good. That's how it looks in the movies. Wrong. You need more agitation. You need more water. We're going for a Cool Whip consistency here. So big lather. The more time you prep your beard and your face, the better shave experience you're going to have. When it starts looking thick and creamy, I'm ready to shave. So I'm agitating, I'm swirling, I'm not just painting, I'm not just kind of going like this and pawing at my face. I'm really working that lather. And I'm not afraid to add water. You may not know this, but water is one of nature's best lubricants, and it is going to really make your shave more enjoyable. So the job of the soap is really to suspend water on your face and kind of hold water in a physical form. When it starts looking like this, I always do the slap test, and you get these kind of peaks coming up. That's how you know you're getting there, you're getting ready. So I'm gonna call it good at that. I'm also making sure, like, when I do paint, I'm gonna go up, trying to help work this underneath my stubble, lift my stubble up. Just like I'm gonna go kind of down here, my hair, you know, pattern. We really gotta be paying attention to the pattern of your hair growth. So it's good to maybe grow your hair out a few days, see what your hair looks like. Some people have never done that. They just assume that I should go up on my, neck and down on my cheeks or whatever. It's like, no, you need to actually grow your hair out, go with the grain, follow the grain. Let's talk about a razor. Today I grabbed one of the ultimate classics. It's been made for literally 70 years. The Merkur 34 HD. You're going to read a lot about this. It's kind of a Goldilocks razor. Loading a blade on your safety razor is super easy. This is a two-piece style. I'm just going to twist the bottom until the cap comes off. Now I can grab my double-edged blade and carefully remove it from the wax wrapper. I'm going to then put the cap in the palm of my hand, slowly and carefully touch the blades by the outer edges, drop it on the head, and then lower the entire handle down on top and start threading the head back into the handle, and voila. Tighten it up and you have a double-edged blade loaded, ready to go. I grabbed my favorite PermaSharp. There's no best blade, there's no sharpest blade, there's no the best, on the market. It's best for you. So you're gonna have to experiment. Buy a sample pack. Don't just, buy one. Don't buy a 100-pack when you get started of Feather or something. Try out a bunch. So I loaded up a PermaSharp blade and I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. To get started, I'm not gonna shave like this. This won't do anything, straight up and down. This won't do anything. I kind of start with the head on my cheek and I kind of lower until I feel the blade engage and start cutting. I'm gonna use a very light touch and just kind of slowly work my way down. Now I have two sides, right? Double edge. So don't forget to use other side. Very light touch. I was just talking to a buddy who I got into wet shaving, and he had been shaving with cartridge razors his whole life. And the very first thing he said was, Matt, I couldn't believe how much lighter of a pressure I had to use. Let the razor do the work. Now I came in today prepared. Sometimes I don't always think about it over the weekend. We usually shoot these videos on Wednesdays. And so sometimes I'll shave on Sunday before church, and I always forget to shave on Monday, and then I come in with 3 days of growth. I was prepared today, and I shaved yesterday, so I only have 1 day of growth. So I'm kind of showing you what the average guy should be experiencing in terms of how much stubble. The average guy probably shaves daily. I would say that as you're getting started, you may want to go to every other day, and then maybe every day and a half, and then finally every day. Sometimes it takes a while for your skin and your beard to get used to this way of shaving. And even like old irritation issues from your last razor that did you wrong needs to kind of clear up. So waiting a little bit between shaves can help with that. But I'm already getting a fantastic clean close shave here. I'm going to go to my other side. And you notice I'm kind of pulling up on my sideburn here, kind of my temple. That's called skin stretching. Never a bad idea. Always will help you get a cleaner shave. You can prevent irritation or nicks that way too. Especially I've talked to people that are older and have maybe more wrinkly skin or looser skin, thinner skin as they're aging. And skin stretching can really help with all of those things to prevent shaving issues. Same thing, I'm pulling down on my neck and kind of lifting up with my facial muscles. And I'm really just trying to clear the deck here, just trying to clear the lather. And I'm doing a technique called blade buffing, which I do a lot of. And for my skin and beard, it works the best. Blade buffing just means you slowly go over an area with some short, repeated strokes. I'm not doing long, high pressure, strokes coming all the way down. And I found that does really good for me to reduce irritation. At the time of filming, it's summertime here in Phoenix, Arizona. It is hot outside, and I'll tell you what, this eucalyptus and menthol is feeling fantastic. It's nice and cooling effect. I got some residual lather here in my goatee. I'll use it like a shaving brush and just kind of do a little bit of cleanup. That's it. That could be your first double-edged shave. Doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to do 3 passes. You don't need to chase baby butt smooth. You got to go for zero irritation, zero nicks, cuts, where you're looking great, you're feeling great. In time, you can always throw some curveballs in there and up the ante with what you want to do. You know, try different razors, multiple passes, straight razors, whatever you want to do. But the purpose of today's video is just talking about getting started with your very first double-edged razor set. We take for granted sometimes that not everyone has done double-edged shaving before, and that everyone just knows this, but it's not. Lots of people are switching over, lots of people are hearing the benefits, lots of people are moving to double-edged shaving, and I think you should too. Best care for your razor when you're done, honestly, is to take the blade completely out. If you don't want to take the blade completely out, you can always do one of these and just kind of let it sit there and air out. Today's video would take it all the way out. Now you always ask yourself, well, how am I supposed to finish up? I always do a cold water rinse. I got all the cream off, and look at this. These cheeks are baby butt smooth. They're sticky. I always say when you get that sticky cheek kind of thing, that's where you want to be. Now this is called the pre-post. You could actually use this after, and the famously Parasso people do. I want to use just a tiny bit, like literally. That's all you really need for an after, in my opinion. And again, I treat it like a face lotion. You won't even see it on my hands. I'm just going to kind of quickly put that on. I kind of like it. They call it pre-post. That's one great way to finish up. Another classic way is with an aftershave splash, which is like an alcohol-based product. And I grabbed the big fancy one for barbershops. They do have a smaller one. I just thought, I've never got to use this, so I'm going to use it. And it's got the little atomizer here, so here we go. Bam! Right in the kisser. That was great. I've always wanted to do that. I've seen it in the store. I'm like, I really want to try that. I feel like I got a professional shave here. Look at this. Looking good, feeling good. That's how easy and fun double-edged shaving can be. If you haven't made the switch, consider checking out Parasso, Merkur, some of the classics. Get started with wet shaving. It's a lot of fun. If you have someone to share this video with, please hit the share button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to our channel because there's lots of great content coming out every week. And like it, of course, because it was good, right? Come on, come on. And we'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.